afternoon. Good evening, Raider Nation. It's your boy Turf in the building. It is Tuesday, March 11th, 2026. Cheers. Unfortunately, I had to miss my show yesterday. Unfortunately, Pigs and I couldn't get it going on Monday, so you got Turf today. And we'll keep it at a decent time frame, if you will. But first and foremost, let's make sure we got everything working right. Turf is always struggle streaming. Shout out to Turf. Let me know if you hear anything. I didn't even think about this. I forgot to check my chat, man. Meaning in terms of if I can see anything. And as you can see, what it do, Raider Nation? We are in the building. We are working. It is up. It is here, man. It is here. Yeah, right. Shout out to my main man, Eric Raiders Haters, Erica Hunter, all of that. Appreciate you for coming through, my dog. Hope you enjoy the show. Yes, it is Wednesday. I know Turf is normally on Tuesdays, but we had to make an exception for today. And, talk about these Raiders, man. It's a lot going on. It is a lot going on and a lot to discuss. Where do I begin, right? To be honest, do we start with the Maxx Crosby issues? Do we start with, where we go next moving forward in terms of free agency? There's a lot of stuff to talk about. We won't get to it all tonight, but we will get to quite a bit of it. I promise you. I see people rolling through, man. Don't worry, real quick, we will have what I like to call the Chat Lives Matter hour. And it's not really an hour. It's just, me making sure the chat knows that you are just as important for this show. Without y'all, don't get notices. You got to get that notice thing checked. And with that being said, please do not forget to like and subscribe. And last but not least, hit that notification button. That way your boy is on live and correct, man. The roller coaster is so crazy. The roller coaster is so crazy for me. But first and foremost, I want to definitely big up the young pup in the building. The young pup in the building, in terms of Turf's world, is my youngest. Shout out to Kelly Lane Middle School, 8th grade, for winning district today. My little young pup became a little young man today. For the first time, he had to dig deep, and it had to come from somewhere. And the young man got it done. Shout out to Trace and Trump. Love you, kid. It was so amazing. So just to give a little backstory, it's 4x4. He's already competed and won in the 800 meters and the 300 meter hurdles. Last but not least, finally we come into competition with Seal. And he's actually the last leg. He's the anchor. And he actually gets out a little bit, off of the pass. But the young lion next to him came out kicking, man. Got in front of him by a decent lead. Not significant, but decent. Trey knew to keep up with him. And long story short, man, that last 100, no longer little man. Big man, bro. Big man came through. They like to call him Crump Dog. He don't know I know this. Yeah. Shout out to Crump Dog. He did his thing today. I wish I could pull a video up to show y'all, man. I am the proudest papa that you will ever see today. That's just the way it's going for me. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm so super excited for the kid. He works really hard. He's got a lot in front of him, right? It's kind of tough being the youngest, and just so happens your big sister is a superstar, right? She's the best in Texas in terms of gymnastics as a high schooler. Best in the region. He's got a lot in front of him. So I give props where props is due, man. He's paving his own way, his own thing, and that's good for him, man. Good for him. So let's move right on up to Chat Lives Matter. That's right. We got Cisco in the building. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. We got Dino in the building. We got D-Lock, Strong 911. I don't know how to pronounce that. We got Adam in the building. We got Cohen in the building. Elite Takes. We got Taylor Day. We got Kevin Bean. And then we got Rafa Flow. That's our TikTok people, but hey, you already know. The people on YouTube. If you haven't heard already, please don't forget, like and subscribe, and run on over to this YouTube channel, man, because that's the platform that matters, if you will. But let's go on ahead and give our props to the people we got here, man. First one I already stated, man. Erica Raiders Hunter. Appreciate you for coming through, my guy. Hope you enjoy the show. We got Chewy's Raiders coverage. What's good, fam? Appreciate you for coming through, Chewy. Hope you enjoy the show. Man, we got that real supporter up in the building. Marcus Banks. Appreciate you for coming through, brother. Hope you enjoy the show. Turf, much respect to you always, my brother. Man, Chewy, I don't know why you're not getting these notifications, but shameless plugs all night. Please do not forget, ladies and gentlemen, to go over to that YouTube page, hit that like and subscribe, and last but not least, so you're not like Chewy, you get those notifications, man. Appreciate it. Maxx showing love here too. Much respect to you always. What's this next one? That's a kick situation. That other one is a kick situation. Yeah, all these kick situations. But we still have one last but not least. Hello, Philip. Belznick? I don't know how you pronounce that. 5991. Philip, appreciate you for coming through, my dude. Hope you enjoy the show. So look, I'm just diving right into it, right? We're just going to go straight to the talk. It's Maxx, man. It's Maxx. What happened there? Absolutely foul. Absolutely foul. I'll never understand how that was something that, wasn't already in place, considering that this isn't the first time that the Baltimore Ravens have kind of pulled something like this. Apparently, their GM was known for this. It happened back in 2018, something of a similar nature, where it's, what do they call it, illegal tampering? I don't know. But long story short, look, first and foremost, this is one of the reasons why Bill Belichick is and was so just hated in the league. And I think this is for good reason. Because there was really no stone unturned in terms of how Bill Belichick prepares for a football game. And that includes the rule book. I mean, I don't think there's another coach out there that has created more fuss in the league in terms of abiding by the rules and having to have them be changed because of said abiding by rules. He is absolutely one of the masterminds of all time. Yeah, that in itself we could talk to about an hour, as well as the snub that Bill got in terms of not making the first ballot Hall of Fame. That's just laughable. I'm not even going to waste our breath on that one. We're not wasting it all. You are absolutely right, Marcus Banks. 100% correct. Shout out to the Raider Syndicate, Cheeto. I mean, we all feel this way. And again, that's why I say, you might as well move to the next screen, man, because this is where we are with it right now. And I think you will do exactly that, which is C, rule changes, right? Rule changes, anyone? I think after this, like I said, they got away with it in 2018, and now they definitely, absolutely got away with it this year. And the harsh reality, right, wrong, or indifferent, they played by the rules, ladies and gentlemen. The Ravens played by the rules. And I'm going to keep it a beam. I mean, it's absolutely the right thing to do. In terms of running your organization. If this is the rules, and you can play them accordingly, force the league to change the rules. And I can't imagine this won't immediately effectively have some changes here for the near future. Yesterday, ASAP, as soon as the smoke settles. But yeah, I believe that as long as they play within the rules and it was illegal, 100%. I mean, it's very unfortunate for us because the reality is there were other deals on the table. We could have chosen one of those other deals. Now those deals are no longer on the table. Did any of those other deals have 2 first-round draft picks? Not sure. I'm not privy to the information on any of the picks outside of obviously what we agreed to and had a gentleman's handshake, if you will, with the Baltimore Ravens. But they clearly reneged. And it is what it is, man. We got to move forward. And from what I'm hearing after this, I think it's pretty much set in stone that Mad Max is going nowhere. Max is going to retire a Raider. Period. Point blank. I don't know what else to tell you. One quick second. I want to try to see if I can get TikTok to quit banning me. All right, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens there. Yeah, I get a lot of what is this? This is Twitch, right? Shout out to Miller Lake Twitch. Hello, mate. You stream pretty cool. That's why I followed. I would love to be a fan of yours and support a friend. If you don't mind, kindly add me on Discord. Sure. Discord. Who has Discord out there? I have it. I know what it is. I don't use it. I mean, I don't know. Life is busy. I won't lie to you. Life is too busy for me right now to try to figure all of this stuff out. I'm still working with Chop Up, right? Shout out to Chop Up. If you haven't noticed, all of the live videos that you see popping up as far as shorts and so forth, it is a product that soon shall hit the market. And Turf will be the first to let you know. But yeah, back to Maxx Crosby. I absolutely believe the rules will change. They played us well, man. They played the whole league well, right? Because this also affects all the other teams, right? That made changes, moved forward. and continued on as such. The great news is that it won't affect us in terms of what we've already done and probably what we want to currently do in this near future as far as free agency. I don't think we're done. Shout out to Spike. Finally, I saw some action, boss. I got to give you props, Spike Tech. My only question, why did none of this happen last year? Like, I don't understand. It leads me to believe, and I hate this, but it leads me to believe the play was exactly this, meaning, hey, we're tanking for the number one spot, right? It's obvious. There's no secret out there in terms of Mad Maxx being shut down, right, and having knee surgery, and how that played. I think you're seeing a lot of whirlwind of emotions through a player like Maxx Crosby, who absolutely 100% gives it his all and expects to dominate and win every game. It doesn't happen that way, particularly when you are a Las Vegas Raider. But that's his expectations. And, these guys play with incentives in their contracts, all kinds of things. But last but not least, their legacy. What they can look back at and really have something to hang their hat on and feel like, they made some noise. Speaking of making noise, man, I'm telling you, I am one of the luckiest people on the planet. My son obviously had his track meet today for district. Who do we run into? The one and only Earl Campbell. Shout out to Earl Campbell, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. I don't know how I'm so lucky. Let me see. I'll pull it up. Let me see if I can. I'm going to pull it up for y'all. Let me see. I think I can share it. I probably can. Let me find it. I can share it. Well, yeah, man. The great Earl is looking great. I mean, the guy is amazing. By far, one of my all-time favorite, running backs ever. All-time favorites. And, yeah. So there you have it, man. Your boy Turf rocking that Montana State University Bobcats gear. You see it. It's Bobcats. National Championships, FCS. But yeah, man, this was my day. As well as being able to watch my son get it in, bro. But yeah, absolutely. What a pleasure, man. That is Earl Campbell, y'all. Do y'all know who that is right there? Boy, I was starstruck. I was saying all kind of stupid stuff, I'm sure. I'm like, your favorite running back? Who knows what I said? Hey, man, he's definitely in my top 5. I don't know about y'all. He's in my top 5. Him and Jim Brown are probably in my top 3. You know what I'm saying? Of all time. In terms of all time. But yeah, I digress. I'm jumping all over the place. Back to Mad Maxx, right? Because even with Mad Maxx on the squad, I think we still have roughly $30 million left. $30 million left to play around with in free agency. My problem with this renege, though, is that was 2 first-round picks, meaning we would have had 2, possibly 3 first-round picks next year. And that was that, because if we follow Turf's method of madness, not only will we have continued with this trade and gotten those 2 first rounds, we would have traded back. We trade back. Give Fernando up. We're not ready for Fernando. We don't want Fernando. I mean, that's what I seem to think. I mean, there are other people that agree with me. My biggest issue, honestly, my really true honest biggest issue in terms of what was I just saying? I lost my train of thought because I just saw a message that's not popping up, man. I don't know. I can't figure out how to. Hold on. Let me see. Instagram. Let me see. A source already exists. Add this as a reply bot source. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't see my Instagram joints. But yes, there. I did share our celebrity sighting today. Shout out to the great Earl. The great Earl. Yeah, lost my train of thought. But anywho, back to Mr. Crosby and what we have brewing on this defense. This defense is shaping up to be potentially one of the best defenses the Raiders have ever seen. And that's saying a lot because, I mean, defense has been our specialty for quite some time. Right? It's always been about defense with the Raiders, even the late teams of the past. I mean, hitters, right? The Tatums, the Lamberts. I mean, you got all kinds of big hitters back there in terms of when you think about Raiders and defense. And that's what we're building, man, with the free agency additions of our linebackers, creating that University of Georgia nostalgia right back. I mean, I think it's a blessing in disguise that we have Maxx back. I think that's going to work out well for us. I mean, playing in the 3-4, though, how does that change for him? Where do they put him? Is he always going to have his hand in the dirt? Will he actually drop back in coverage? Like, what are you going to do with that guy? You know what I'm saying? I have not a clue. But we got Crazy Guy 8 in the building. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. Give the Bulls Crosby. I'm not mad at that. Give us 2 first-round picks. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, give us 2 first-round picks. And we'll gladly revisit this situation. Although I have a very strong feeling that now, yeah, it's going to be interesting to try to get another deal done this year. And if you don't get one done this year, do you get one done next year or ever, right? I just don't, I don't see it. I don't see it. Shout out to Brandon Holloman. Alam 51. Ravens should be penalized 3 years of compensatory picks. That's actually not a bad idea. That's actually a good punishment. These picks hurt. I don't know if people quite understand. Like, the way you continue to keep a team is through the draft. The way you build a team is through the draft. The way you stay consistent is through the draft. It's not free agency, ladies and gentlemen. It's not veterans. It's building young guys up behind veterans and getting them in the system early and often. And these picks matter. So, 3 years of compensatory picks, it's not a bad idea. I think at a minimum, they should have to give us something. And again, take those 3 years of compensatories and maybe you give it to the team that you did wrong or, acted in bad faith, things along those lines. We are definitely going to see a a rule change. We are 100% going to see a rule change on this, guys. There's no question. You know, and Crazy 8 or Crazy Guy 8. Why did the Ravens decline? I think because they're smart. I think they did what they did to disrupt. I think they knew exactly what they were doing. It wouldn't shock me at all if they were looking to target Hendrickson all along. It makes more sense, to be honest. Don't get me wrong. I am not saying Hendrickson is Maxx Crosby. In no way, shape, or form am I even coming remotely close to saying anything that wild and crazy, because it's not true. It's not true. Although Hendrickson probably has more sacks. He's probably got some better stats somewhere, but overwhelmingly Maxx. Maxx Crosby is going to have the upper hand in all of the stats that really, truly matter. Tackles for loss. Tackles in general. Controlling the line of scrimmage. But that doesn't say Hendrickson isn't a dog. Hendrickson is a dog, ladies and gentlemen. Straight up. They paid the guy what? $100+ million? 3 years or something like that? 3 years, 4 years, $100+ million. He didn't quite get what he asked for, meaning $30 million a year. I'm assuming they put some guaranteed money and incentives. Who knows? Who cares about this contract at this point? But the reality is, why did the Ravens decline? I think they declined because they know they can get away with it. I think they knew that this is probably going to be the last time, and they went for broke. And they won, because not only did they disrupt free agency with the edge guys, they went out and got one without having to lose draft picks, particularly 2 first-round draft picks. When you look at it, it's genius. It's not right. It's wrong, but it's within the rules. You know what I'm saying? So you go get an edge guy for 110, 4 years, and keep your 2 first-round draft picks for 2026 and 2027, as opposed to trading that and getting a Maxx Crosby, which gives you a little bit more of an edge on some certain, stats and so forth, but it's not going to change the team that drastic. It's just not. There's no way it's going to change the team to where that makes sense. I thought they were foolish for giving it to us in the first place, meaning the 2 first-rounders. That was insane. First-round draft pick, ladies and gentlemen, that's slam dunks. That is automatic, hit the ground running. You are starting day one. You are a rookie in the league, and everybody is looking towards you. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what that is. So, I don't know. This one's going to hurt. I mean, is it really going to hurt? Is it really going to sting? I mean, the reality is nobody wanted Maxx gone to begin with. The fact that they were even thinking about this was a problem for most. I'm thinking of a few people in my brain right now that was struggling with this. Struggling big time. Well, the guy's back, man. He's back. I think this is going to ultimately keep him here for the remainder of his career. Knock on wood, granted, no bad issues in terms of injuries and so forth, to where it just doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I think Maxx is here for the long haul. He's absolutely here for the long haul. And we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. Yeah, that's right. One thing I do gotta double check. I do have to make sure I'm paying attention to something. I got some people coming in today. Yeah, so we got another question from Crazy Guy 8. What do you think the Bears' record will be? Believe it or not, man, I am not a Caleb Williams fan. Don't get me wrong. The kid can ball. It's just right. The kid can ball. That team looks good. Your team looks great, sir. Your record next year, where'd you guys end up this year? What was the Bears' record this year? Chicago. Are you going to be in Chicago much longer? That's the real question. All right. Are you going to be in Chicago next year? What was your record last year? I'm pretty sure you guys won 10 games, right? Yeah, you guys were 11-6. Shout out to the Bears. I think you stay there and or go above. I can see 12. I can see a win, a +1, even +2 in terms of last year. So I could see you guys going 12-5 easy. I think you win the division. That's saying a lot. Green Bay didn't fall off. I mean, they got poached a little bit. Green Bay got poached. And in fact, we have one of your linebackers, right? There are a few things that have gone on with your roster. So, no, I'm thinking Green Bay. Yeah, that's what I mean. Green Bay. Yeah, that's why I'm saying you guys. Yeah, Chicago. Where's my brain at today? Exactly. You guys are at the top of that list. I'm not a believer in Detroit. Unfortunately, they lost everything that mattered. Offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. You lost your two-headed monster in terms of your backfield, which is easier to resolve. The biggest problem is Ben Johnson. I think you saw the Detroit Lions look the way they looked without him. I've never been a fan of Jared Goff. Everybody knows that. So, yeah, it is what it is. But yes, Chicago, I could see y'all going 12-5, even 13-4, pretty easily. Especially if you make the right moves during this offseason, right? Get something like a Maxx Crosby to help shore up that defense. I don't even think you really need much more on offense. Maybe you got rid of DJ Moore, so you got room for a wide receiver. I think you can pick something like that up in the first round of this draft, and you are cooking. So that's my thoughts, crazy guy. I absolutely, absolutely love Chicago's setup right now in terms of their roster. They look good, and that's saying a lot coming from me, man. Love for the Raiders, but I gotta go. So are you telling me you are a Raider fan and you are officially moving over to your side piece, which just so happens to be the Bears? Is that what you're telling me, crazy guy? You've had enough and you just can't stick with it? Because that would be pretty sad. I mean, RN4L. That's just what it always is, what it's always going to be. I'm 51 years old, brother. I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. We'll be lucky to win, I would say, 6 games. I like what we did. So I'm actually with you. Oh, okay. So we got Go Packers, beat Hills. Go Pack beat Hills in the building. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoyed the show. Raiders are gonna be a crisp 7-10 now. I don't disagree with this. I don't agree with it, but I don't disagree. I think we'll be very fortunate to get 6 games. I think we will be very fortunate to get 6 games this year. We still need help offensive line wise. We're going to have a rookie, right? As of right now, anyways, as our quarterback minus AOC as far as what he can do. I'm an AOC fan. Don't get me wrong. I'm not mad if he's gone. I understand it, etc. He had his chance, man. I hate to admit that. You know, I still think he's going. I think you're looking at a Sam Darnold-ish type guy. Yeah, I know. Go on ahead. I don't know where my brothers is at, but I'm sure I'll get some comments for that. But I do. I think AOC will mess around and have a good chance to do something somewhere else. At this point, I think we've absolutely given up on him. I wish we didn't. I wish we actually gave him a real shot. A lot of people would say that we have. A lot of people would just say it's not worth it, right? I don't know, man. I like the kid. I think he got a raw deal. You definitely won't hear me, with this concept of, hey, he's had X amount of coordinators and X amount of years, etc. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the new NFL. It's just new football. I don't know what on God's green earth makes you think that you're going to be able to continue to keep an awesome offense or defensive coordinator and him not be looked at for elevation or a better opportunity money-wise with a little bit more responsibility as that O or D coordinator. So get used to it, ladies and gentlemen. There is no excuse on, right? Having 6 different coordinators in 6 years. Look at the Eagles. As much as I'm not a Jalen Hurts fan, the guy's had an offensive coordinator every year since he's gotten to that team, right? You can't keep on. Keep getting poached. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do, man? What are you going to do? Go Pack, beat Hills. Chiefs, Hills suck. I agree. But I'm scared to see what they get. I did not like the fact that the Chiefs got Kenneth Walker. That's nasty work. For us to have to see that twice a year now in terms of the run game, that's going to be nasty work. I'm not even going to lie to you. So get ready for that. I'm just saying, just get ready for it, ladies and gentlemen. That's just what it's going to be. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. I still love the Bears, but I have hope for the Raiders. It's crazy, guys. Keep hope alive, baby. Keep hope alive. We got Go Pack. Beat Hills. As a Broncos fan, I would give y'all 7 wins if lucky. Fine with the Raiders being better than the Chiefs this year. You and me both. And I absolutely despise the Donkeys. Sorry. My roommate in college, born and raised in Thornton. I had to listen to John and everything else coming out of Donkey Nation, Donkey World, whatever you want to call it. But I do appreciate you for coming through. Hope you continue to support the show. I mean, hey, we're in the division together. I give you guys fair assessment. You guys got a kick-ass team right now. It's so sad. So sad you lost your quarterback on the last play of the game. That was irrelevant. I don't know. I have no idea how that worked out for y'all. I really expected y'all to win that, But Go Back to Hills. What you got Broncos going next year record-wise? Absolutely, the Broncos are going to win 10 games. Double digits, easy. I think the Broncos, I don't know if you do the same thing. Like 14 wins in the season, that is tough to do, ladies and gentlemen. You don't just get 14 wins. I mean, I think you get 12. I think you go 12-5. I do think you'll see a little bit of a difference in terms of the division this year. And I believe we will be the last team in the division again. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, maybe the Chiefs fall below us. Maybe. It just depends, man. I don't go against Andy Reid, bro. It's just not something I'm prepared to do. Not prepared to go against Andy Reid. Not going to do it. Especially with what the magic he's going to work this offseason. That man knows what's going on. He's got a year or 2 left. They got Eric Bieniemy back in the building. That team's going to run the rock. Oh, it's going to be ugly. It's going to be a problem, man. It's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem, man. Yeah, I don't know. We got Lamont, 1874 in the building. Appreciate you for coming through, my dude. Hope you enjoyed the show. What's up with Dean signing? What's up with the Dean signing? I've seen we not going to sign him. Is that true? The Dean? What? Seeing we not going to sign him. I thought that deal was done. I thought that deal was done. Yeah, that was a 3-year deal. Talking about Nakobe. I don't scare me like this. Lamont, don't scare me like this, man. I thought that was a done deal. I don't see anything different. I don't see any different. So that'll make me sick, man. And that's Quay Walker. Yeah, we need those guys. We need those guys. This is. I can see some rule changes coming after this year because, like Bill Belichick, there are people that are bucking the system. 100% bucking the system. I'm not feeling it. But yeah, y'all tell me, man, if there's some new news out there on Mr. Dean, Nakobe Dean. I thought we were good. I thought that was a done deal. And he's ready to rock and roll. So if not, fill your boy Turf in. I would love to know. I mean, let me go through this. I do want to discuss our signings, right? Let me see. Let's see. I want to pull these up. All right. Raiders free agency tracker. Here we go. So, we're going to run this down, man. Oh, you seen it on the Raiders site. Man. That'll hurt my heart, bro. I ain't going to lie. That's going to hurt my heart if that's the case. I haven't seen it on the... Now you got me going to the Raiders site, bro. Oh, that's going to hurt my heart. That's gonna hurt my heart. I don't know if I want to see that now. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. Anywho, Tyler Linderbaum. Not a big fan of the amount of money they paid. And I'm not a big fan of the fact that it seems like he's not as good in pass defense. But clearly we needed a center. This kid's young. He's a leader. Hey. Sometimes being a running quarterback makes it harder on your line. Real talk. Especially if you get out of that pocket. So, I mean, this could be a positive thing for Linderbaum from that respect. No idea. But the amount of money he got, I don't know. We had to spend it. Pre this whole Maxx Crosby situation. We had the money that we had to spend. We had to spend it. So I'm okay with it, man. I'm fine with that. It makes sense to me. It's the number one thing I wanted done is the offensive line or the defensive line, right? The trenches. So I'm happy with that. You know what I mean? Oh, they're giving grades? No. Okay, that's position. Okay, yeah, I was going to say. But here, Nakobe Dean, linebacker. He agreed. I don't see anything that's saying it's different or things have changed. I don't see any news from that respect. So, again, if anybody hears that, let your boy know. But Nakobe Dean coming in, 3-year deal. I think this is absolutely fabulous. It's going to make our defense better. Another linebacker, Quay Walker, man. Quay Walker. That's his homeboy from Georgia. So if you didn't know, Walker and Dean played at Georgia. On a championship team together, might add. So the chemistry between these two, it could be something special. It absolutely could be something special. And that's something we're going to have to see, right? We'll have to wait and see how that turns out in terms of how they rekindle it. Who knows, right? Sometimes you try to do something from the past and it actually backfires or definitely doesn't turn out as you expected. So we'll have to wait that out and see. But I think it's going to be huge in terms of these two getting back together. You got Max Crosby. You got Malcolm Coons. Another $11 million contract. So the one reason I like this, and shout out to TRS because I think they will vouch, even though they might call me out because I didn't know if I was okay with this. But the last time we signed him to a 1-year deal at $11 million, I think it worked out pretty well. Right? I believe this was before, or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he got injured. No, look, I think it puts him in a situation to fight for a contract. Right? He knows Max could be in and out, right? Although I don't know, it's so wild. It's so wild how that happened. They're gonna change this. That rule, that tampering, the legal tampering that went on, it's going to change. It's going to change things. But yeah, Malcolm Coons back, 11 million. I'm not mad at that. Right? Quiddy pay. Defensive end. I mean, nothing major. But again, we need it. You know what I'm saying? We need it. We need whatever we can get in terms of edge. I was very, very, very happy with him. He signed his players. I think he was the only bright spot in the secondary this year in terms of what he did for us. And I'm glad he's back. You know, we've picked up some other pieces that I'm sure you're going to see here. They don't have it. I know we picked up the corner from Buffalo, right? That was a huge slot guy to, get a change of pace. I loved Hobbs there. He was a monster when he could stay healthy. But it is what it is. But yeah, glad we got Stokes back. Jalen Taylor, 3-year, $35 million deal, 23 guaranteed. He's a quick one, right? He's excited that we plucked him away from the Vikings. He definitely doesn't want JJ as his quarterback. No receiver in their right mind would. Yeah, nobody in their right mind would want that. Period. Point blank. So, yeah, we'll have to see how that works out. We still need a number one wide receiver. I don't think Jalen Naylor is going to be it. It's possible, right? Hey, maybe he steps up. I have no idea. We'll have to figure that out. Somebody's going to have to step up. I don't think we have it in the locker room. And then last but not least, just from what I'm seeing right here, right now, and speaking out loud, Matt funny thing about that is, Carlson started having problems. Let's just keep it a bean. Let's keep it a buck. He's not been like he has in the past. Right? So, not upset with this move. And it's going to save money. I can assure you that. It's a 1-year deal, right? Didn't even put the money up. So, it's probably league minimum, something along those lines. And let Carlson go, test that free agency, I guess, if you will. Someone will definitely pick him up. I can't imagine he'll stay out for too long. I mean, people change kickers like underwear this day and age. It just depends, right? What have you done for me lately? So, but this is interesting. I know I'm trying to figure out why. Let me see. Team free agent tracker. Here it is. Yeah, this is the free agent tracker. All right. So Matt Gay, kicker, yeah. So Coons, we talked about. Stokes, we talked about. Shout out to Kenny Pickett. He's a Panther. Oh, wow. Forsyth also signed with the Panthers. Wow. Why would anybody pick Stone Forsyth? Sorry. You just didn't do it for me, man. Sorry. Unrestricted free agents. Linebacker Jamal Adams. Alex Bachman, wide receiver. Carlson. These guys are all Darnay Holmes. I wouldn't mind seeing him come back. Lonnie Johnson Jr. had the issue as far as the broken leg. Tyler Lockett, time to go. Raheem Mostert, I don't know, man. I got mixed emotions with him. I never saw him really getting the chance to get going. You know what I mean? Dylan Parham, sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. It's time for you to go. John Radigan, no idea. Elandon Roberts, I'm assuming he's a goner. That's my guess. I don't know. Ian Thomas again, tight end. I don't know. Another one, Devin White. What a season for Devin White. It's a free agent. Still hasn't been picked up. And then last but not least, these are all unrestricted, of course. Zamir White. I expect him to be gone immediately, effectively. I'd be shocked. Absolutely shocked if Zamir White is still a part of this team. But I don't know, man. With the way that, right, Kubiak's offense runs the rock, he may resurge. You just never know. And then you got, right, restricted free agents, Thomas Booker. I'm pretty sure they did a deal with Thomas. To keep him. And then Jordan Meredith. Not mad, center guard. Depth that line. I'm okay with that, man. Exclusive rights free agents. I'd love to know what this stuff means. You know what? Let's just go on ahead and do it right now. All right. Types of free agents. You have unrestricted free agent, right? Any player with 4 or more accrued seasons and an expired contract, free to negotiate and sign with any team. You have a restricted free agent, a player with 3 accrued seasons and an expired contract. Restricted free agents are free to negotiate and sign with any team, but their original team can offer them one of various qualifying offers that come with the right of first refusal and or draft pick compensation. If the tender is withdrawn by a team, the restricted free agent becomes an unrestricted free agent. Teams must submit these tenders before the start of the 2026 league year, March 11th, 4 p.m. Eastern. These amounts change annually, but the following numbers are for the 2026 season. Players can choose either A or B, regardless of which is greater in the applicable tenders below. It's too much. It's too much to read. I'd go check this out, guys. This is great information. But we came here for exclusive rights. Free agent. What does that mean? Exclusive rights free agent. Any player with fewer than 3 accrued seasons and an expired contract. If his original team offers him a 1-year contract at the league minimum based on his credited seasons, the player cannot negotiate with other teams. Interesting. You learn something new every day. Telling you, man, these rules are everything. The rules are absolutely everything, and you absolutely need to pay attention. It's the reason why Belichick is garnered as the best to ever do it. I can guarantee you there are more rule changes because of Bill Belichick and how he exposed everything accordingly and continues to, as others coaches have learned, right? From his antics, which again I agree with. Hey, if you are, abiding by the rules and it's legal, not going to get me mad at you. It is what it is. I mean, hey, I'm not going to sit here and act like I didn't come from the old school of if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. I ain't the first one to hear that. Nope. Not the first one to hear that. So But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the rules are changing. Right? The rules are going to change. I think you're going to see Ravens GM gutted that Crosby down. I'm still scared, man. My man over here got me shook. Bro, Lamont, you got me shook, bro. Because that linebacker situation is real. We've been dealing with raggedy linebackers for how long now? I mean, even with Spillane, he was, good to a fault, man. That guy couldn't cover to save his life. Even though I love Spillane, huge Spillane fan, great athlete, great person. I got a signature on my Raiders medallion somewhere around here. So I'm a huge fan of Spillane, but he couldn't cover. You know what I mean? He definitely couldn't cover. Let's keep it a bean. Great for run defense, though. Great for run defense. I mean, short and goal, he served his purpose. I'll leave it at that. I'm not mad he's gone, especially for the price tag. Nobody was paying that. Nobody was paying what he got. Yeah, nobody was paying what he got. So, but anyways, long story short, our exclusive rights free agents, that would be Caillou Blue Kelly, Tristan McCollum, safety, right? Will Putnam, our center, who I think we made a deal with, so he's no longer. And last but not least, again, I think we made another deal with because people fell in love with him, was Charles Snowden. I'm going to say it. He got in trouble. So, him still being around with the type of trouble he got into, right, in Las Vegas, yeah, man. I think Charles Snowden is special. I think he's a special individual, and he's around for a reason. I'll leave it at that. It's saying Raiders sign. Yeah, it says sign. So I don't know what you're talking about, Lamont. I see signed. Nakobe Dean signed. That's what I see. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Let me make sure I show. Bam. See that? Nakobe Dean, linebacker, signed by the X. So, I think we're good. There. Yeah. I think we're good. Yeah, don't be scaring me like that, Lamont. Yeah. So, I mean, we got a lot left to talk about. What's next? How much of the Maxx Crosby debacle affects us in terms of what we expected to continue to do moving forward? How does things change? Let's be real here. There's no way you can say you accounted for Maxx Crosby to still be here. After all of which, there's no way you can tell me that you accounted for this. I'm sorry. There's just no way. There's no way. So I'm curious of what we will do to fix this. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take something. It's gonna take some real thought to figure this out. In my opinion, yeah, some serious thought. Serious thought. T. Chow Hom, Dabber Wax in the building. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. We are at the top of the hour, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's been exactly an hour. Man, look at Turf. Staying on time. Right? Hour, right? I like it. I did not do bad at all today. Just for coming up here and just babbling. Right? Coming up here babbling, figuring out what it is. I mean, look. We got a long road still. I'm not going to sit here and act like we're that much closer to consistent playoff seasons. We're just not there. We'll have to see after year 2, I would say. Year 2 will be the tail of the tape in terms of how things go long term, if you will. If we need a new quarterback, right, those kind of things, we'll figure it out. But I'm happy with Spy Tech. Shout out to Spy Tech. Finally went and spent some money. You spent. You really spent that. So I'm happy about that. Very happy about that. And yeah, this has been another episode of the Ultimate Raider Fan 32. Tomorrow, I'm hoping to get back on track. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's gonna be tough for Spencer and I to do Dead in the Water. I know he's got a lot going on his plate. Me as well, as always, right? I'm still traveling. I got gymnastics this weekend. We got senior weekend in Minneapolis world. Shout out to my Gopher girlies. See y'all Sunday. Senior day Sunday. That'll be fun. Always is. And yeah, we're back at it, man. Monday. Shout out to Pigs. We'll be back, man. We'll be back in full effect. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm traveling Monday. It's always something. I don't know. Pigs, I'll holler at you. We'll see. We'll see how that works. Man, we got a lot of people in here. Taylor, we got Cohen in. Taylor Day. We got Kevin Green. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Arlene Juarez. Raiderland 6921. Yeah, I appreciate y'all for coming through. Hope you enjoyed this show. And yeah. So back at it. I mean, I sense another TRS special coming soon, ladies. I can feel it. It's a lot going on. Hey, Turfing Rundown. We definitely could see one of those outings again. Unfortunately for me, with my schedule, it's all been on me. Shout out to my nephew Rundown. It's all on me. It's not him. It's not you. It's me. It's not you. It's me. So, but yeah, we getting back on track, man. We got Big Tens after this week. Next week following is Big Tens. Then we in the regionals, man. Regionals, and hopefully this year we can sneak our way in the nationals. Get a sneak peek to see what it's really like at the top. That's my goal anyways. I know my goal. Like, I'm going out there flipping and jumping. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Your boy Turf. Done for the day. We will be back. You know, I might do something tomorrow too. Like I said, it just depends. We'll have to see how Spence is doing. See what games is worth watching, or just start breaking down some of these draft picks coming up in the 2026 draft. So, a lot to deal with, a lot to discuss. Stay tuned. The news is wild right now. It is, and it's going to continue to stay wild. So, stay tuned in. Raider Nation, Turf is out. Peace.
You been ready
for the night. Should touch the obvious one.